One of the most influential couples in Hollywood that have managed to stay in a happy and private relationship, Beyonce and Jay-Z, don't need an introduction. In a town where every marriage, every relationship falls apart, Beyonce and Jay-Z managed to be the power couple. Whether it's magazine covers, advertisements, or private parties, you'll never see one without the other. But are these really the signs of a happy marriage? Or is Jay-Z controlling Beyonce? Both stars have known each other for a very long time. However, the start of their relationship isn't as dreamy as you think it might be. Does Jay-Z use problematic methods to control Beyonce? So many questions have arisen after Queen Bee released her critically acclaimed last hit, Renaissance. Are you curious to know what's the truth behind Beyonce and Jay-Z's marriage? Well then, you're at the right place because we're about to tell you all of this and so much more in today's video. So without further ado, let's get started. As you all might know, Beyonce and Jay-Z have been a couple for as long as we can remember, but how was the start of their relationship? Back in 2001, people might have not found it that problematic. However, in the current times, how would you feel if a 30-year-old man went on a date with a literal teenager? That's right, folks. That was the start of Beyonce and Jay-Z's relationship timeline. According to the Cuff It singer, they knew each other for a couple of years before they started dating. One of the biggest reasons why people oppose grown men dating teenage girls is because the man might manipulate or groom them into being the way that they want those little girls to be. So an 18, 19-year-old Beyonce going out with a 30-year-old Jay-Z already seems like a red flag. To this day, a lot of fans strongly oppose Beyonce and Jay-Z's relationship and claim it to be predatory. And honestly speaking, they aren't wrong about it. Well, that's not the only thing messed up about their marriage. If you take a close look at Beyonce's discography, you'd see a lot of lyrics hinting at Jay-Z cheating on Beyonce. The more you find out what happened behind closed doors in this marriage, the more you'll be baffled. In interviews, Beyonce has claimed that Jay-Z was her first real relationship, as she spent the majority of her teenage working hard. The Break My Soul singer stated this: "My teenage years were about the grind. I grew up hearing this particular scripture from James 2:17. Faith without work is dead. Vision and intention weren't enough. I had to put in the work. I committed to always being a student and always being open to growth. No one in my school knew that I could sing because I barely spoke. My energy went into Destiny's Child and the dream of us getting a record deal and becoming musicians. If something wasn't helping me reach my goal, I decided to invest no time in it. I didn't feel like I had the time to kiki or hang out. I sacrificed a lot of things and ran from any possible distractions. I felt as a young black woman that I couldn't mess up. I felt the pressure from the outside and their eyes watching for me to trip or fail. I couldn't let my family down after all the sacrifices they made for me and the girls." Besides being problematic when it comes to age, Beyonce and Jay-Z's marriage has not fallen apart because of another reason: power. A lot of people firmly believe that the reason why Beyonce married the rapper was because of their collective dedication towards being more wealthy and powerful. That's why, despite the fact that decades have passed, people don't see the slightest bit of coordination and understanding between the power couple in Hollywood. But is the hunger for power the only thing keeping Beyonce and Jay-Z together? Clearly not, as a lot of people have come forward with allegations regarding Jay-Z using drugs to control Beyonce. But how can an A-list celebrity even do that? Lo and behold, people, before his rise to stardom, Jay-Z used to sell drugs as a source of income. So is it really hard for them to get access to the goods once again? And it doesn't seem that impossible for him to use those drugs to manipulate and control the girl that he's been in a relationship with, since she was barely legal. Now, allow us to be clear. In no way are we accusing Beyonce doing drugs, but everyone knows the more powerful the celebrity is, the crazier their lives are. And with a collective net worth of billions of dollars, we can only imagine what goes on inside the life of one of the biggest pop stars alive. Recently, Beyonce broke the record for the most Grammy wins by any artist in history, and we all know how strict she is about her personal life. Everything might go upside down in Beyonce's world, but the media won't know the smallest detail about it. So you can't claim anything confidently about Beyonce and Jay-Z's marriage, their power dynamic, or the fact that he cheated on Queen Bee, because how utterly strict and secretive she is regarding her image in front of the media and the world. With that being said, you've reached the end of the video. Tell us what you think about them in the comment section below. That's all for today, folks. Click on one of the videos on your screen right now, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.